welcome back to Woebine and Crafts. I'm Emily. Today I'm going to do a few, hopefully quick thrift flips. I have a few items here that I'm really hoping to flip for a pop-up shop that I am going to be doing on Saturday. So I'll just get into it. So I have these tarnished silver candlesticks. I had them for a really long time actually, and they just never sold as is. So I'm going to do something a little different with them. I actually found these really cute little baskets at the thrift store, and I'm going to end up putting them on top of here once I paint the candlesticks and seeing how they turn out. I've done this before, and those candlesticks with the baskets on top have sold, so I'm going to try that with these. And the next item that I'm going to try and do a quick flip is this oil lamp base. I've had it for a while as well. A lot of these are things I've had for a while. This oil part comes out. When I found this at the thrift store, I never found it didn't come with the glass piece. I don't know what it's called. So I just had it like this, and it's pretty cool, but I'm kind of ready to flip it and hopefully someone else will want it. So I'm gonna do something with this. I also thrifted this giant basket. It's beautiful, a while ago. And I had this in my house as is, and I had it on our sofa table, and I just put decor in it. But I really want to take the handles off. So I think I'm going to take my jigsaw, my husband's jigsaw, and see if I can remove the handle and then just leave it like this. I don't know if I want to put a wreath in it to where I can change out the wreath for the different seasons or what. I just kind of want to see what it's going to look like with the handle removed. And I think it's really pretty as is, this color, especially with lighter colored walls. If you were to hang it, I think it's really pretty. So I think I'm going to keep it as is, and if I want to, maybe later on down the road, spray paint it and distress it and go from there. But for now, I'm going to keep it as is. If you like quick thrift flips, then stick around and let's see what I can get done. To start this project, we're going to use Rust-Oleum chalked spray paint in the color Linen White, and I'm going to give the candlesticks 2 coats of the chalk paint, and I also do the base of the oil lamp. I do 2 light coats of the spray paint so there's no dripping from the spray paint, and let that dry completely. And I just distress the edges, the outer rim of the candlesticks, anywhere where I think that there would be distressing if it was a true older worn piece. And I just do it until I like what I see. So I do that to both pieces, and once that's done, I clear coat them with polyacrylic. I realized that I need to get a piece of wood to put on top of the candlesticks so that I can properly attach the baskets to the top of them. So I'm going to be using my Cricut to do that, and I get the 3/16 inch balsa wood from Hobby Lobby, and I create my circles in Design Space, and cut it out with the Cricut using the knife blade attachment, which you see here. The Cricut machine takes a couple passes to cut both of the circles. I don't know, it takes maybe like 5 minutes for it to cut them, and it's super easy. So knock that out, and then I am ready to attach the circles to the top of the candlesticks. The pieces are cut, and see, they fit perfectly. So I start with trying to use this BSI brand super glue. It's very similar to Starbond, but to be honest, not a huge fan. It clogs super easy, and I was struggling hard. So I ended up switching to Loctite super glue. If I had Starbond on hand, I would have used the Starbond, but I didn't have any. So I used the Loctite, hold it down for like 30 seconds or so, and the wood circles stick perfectly to the tops of the candlesticks. I end up finding some Starbond, and it's the brown medium thick one. It's a great consistency, and you will put the super glue on one surface, and in this case I put it on the wood round, and then the accelerator goes on the other surface, and when you put them together, then they adhere in like 5 or 10 seconds. It's amazing. So knock those out, and for extra measures, my husband does drill a hole in through the baskets into the wood so that they are super secure and nothing will fall apart. For the second project, I sprayed the base with the Rust-Oleum chalked linen white, let it sit, and distress it just like I did the candlesticks, just around the edges. And I forgot to film, but I did get a wood round from Hobby Lobby. I stained it, and once it dried, then I Starbonded it to the top, just like I did with the candlesticks. I wish that I had remembered to hit record, but I totally forgot. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this, and I will show you exactly the wood rounds that I got from Hobby Lobby in another video. All right, for project number 3, I thought I was going to use my jigsaw, but instead I ended up using my husband's hand saw. It's called a Japanese pole saw. I'll link it down in the description. It is actually very user-friendly, and it comes in handy because I really didn't want to have to take out the jigsaw if I didn't have to, and I was able just to do this in my craft room. So I mean, you can see that I have to pull it. It's not like a saw. Like I couldn't go back and forth. I could only pull it in one direction. I don't know if that's how it's designed, but that's how I found it easiest to use. So that is how I end up removing the handle. So I give it a nice good clean before I do anything else to it. And I Was just gonna leave it as is, but then oh, I forgot. Here, I use the antique wax to just fill in those areas where the blade, or where the saw removed the handles, so that is all the same color roughly. So I decided to try this DIY white wax. I have seen it from several crafters and I really wanted to give it a shot. So I found a super cute store about 30 minutes away that carried this product. So I picked it up there. And I will say a little bit of this white wax goes a long way. So what I ended up doing was I put just a little bit of the white wax into a separate bowl so I didn't contaminate the actual container of white wax. And because this basket is so textured, I kind of like dabbed it over some areas, and then I took my wax brush and applied it everywhere, let it sit for just a couple seconds, and then I took a towel and tried to remove as much of the wax as possible so that what was left behind was the wax in all the grooves of the basket to make it pop. So I do this for a little while, playing with it, adding some more wax, wiping off some more, and I also do it to the outside and the underside of the basket, and I just get it to where it's appealing to me because I end up keeping this basket and I freaking love it now. I just wanted to show you, this is the difference that the white wax does. So you can see at the very bottom the difference between what it was and what the white wax does. And you'll have to let me know what you think of this basket because I freaking love it. Okay, what did you think of these flips? I think that my favorite is the basket. By far, it's my favorite. How it is styled in the after shot is actually how it is styled in the house. Like, I'm keeping it, I'm not doing anything else with it. It is staying as it is. For the pop-up shop, I did have the candlesticks and the riser done, so I got those knocked out in time. But all three of them were relatively easy and quick flips to do. I just ran out of time to do the basket, which is fine because, like I said, I'm keeping it. So I would love to know what your favorite flip was of the three that I did. Leave your favorite in the comments and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.